Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here for you with another Read with Kayla. Read with Kayla is my series where every 2 weeks I share with you all of the books I've read, what I thought about them, and yeah, that's about it. So there's also a blog post, so if you head over to StyledByKaylaXO.com, which is always linked in the description, you can also read my thoughts on these, plus there's links to purchase them, see their good reads, all that good stuff. So the past 2 weeks, I've only had time to read 3 books. Now, that's for several reasons. One, because 2 of the books I chose to read were big ones. And the other being work has just been chaotic, and so obviously when I'm working more, I'm reading less. That's just kind of how it goes. So there's only 3 books to talk about, but I think they're gonna be a group of good ones. So the first book I have to talk about is The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the 3rd in the Blood and Ash series. So there's not too much I can say other than it's absolutely a 5-star read. I really like this book. I gave it 5 stars. I've seen a lot of people give it less and say they found it really repetitive and like not, yeah, like repetitive is really the main thing they said. I, however, think the things that were repetitive that they talk about were actually important to the character development and the relationship development. Without giving too much away, Poppy goes through something fairly traumatic in the beginning of the book. And they, you know, people talk a lot about how Kieran and Castile's dialogue through the rest of the book is very repetitive. And I took that as reassuring to Poppy, not like Jennifer L. Armentrout didn't have anything else for them to say. So I think it just kind of depends on how you read the situation that is happening in this book, but I read it more as they were trying to reassure Poppy without giving too much away. So yeah, I thought it was a great book, 5-star read. Cliffhangers, as always, that's how it is. Next book is This Beast, which is Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo, which is the 2nd book in the King of Scars duology, which makes it the 7th book in the Grishaverse. I mentioned in my last read with Kayla how King of Scars angered me, how the ending, I was like, you can't do that at the end and expect me to wait, and luckily I didn't have to because I was so behind reading. This is already out. This book was really good. 5-star read. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of just like good character development. A lot of Grishaverse characters we haven't seen in a while show up in this book, which made my heart really happy. We also lose a beloved Grishaverse character. I won't tell you which one. It's not one of the major ones, but it is someone who's beloved. But we also get some people back for a little bit. And the ending leaves it open to another duology or trilogy. I don't know if Leigh's gonna write it, but the ending absolutely leaves it open to us getting to live with these characters for a little bit longer. So I'm curious to see if she writes another duology or trilogy. I would love to see the duology or trilogy that this ending would lend itself to. But I don't know if she's gonna write it, but I would love to see it. I really hope that the Shadow and Bone show runs long enough to get to the events of this book, because so good, so good. I get why some people got really angry at it. There are some things that are like, really, Leigh? But I really liked it. Okay. And last but not least, we have Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adrienne Tooley. This book was really cute. I did only give it 3 stars. I found it predictable at times. I kind of guessed the twist pretty early on. But that didn't mean I didn't enjoy it. And I'm trying to be better about like remembering that a 3-star rating is a great rating. Like that means I like this book. It is a good book. But it didn't keep me as hooked as obviously like these 2 did. And there were some elements that were just kind of like, yeah, I saw that coming. But the Two main characters, Ren and Tamsin, are like total badasses. I really enjoyed their story and their journey together. I thought that the magic system was interesting. I thought that the main problem was interesting, but again, it's just like, it was a good book. I would recommend reading it, absolutely. But yes, I'm trying to be a little more like, if I guess the twist, I can't give it a 5-star. But it took me, I mean, didn't take me that long to read. It's actually a pretty quick read, but like it took me longer to get hooked on it, but still a very good book. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. So that is it. These 3 are the only things I had time for past 2 weeks, but I have a lot of good books coming up for the rest of May, so stay tuned to the next Read with Kayla for some more excitement. I promise I have a lot of other books that I'm really excited about reading from my May TBR. All these were on my May TBR, so I'm doing good. But yeah, so if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment below what your favorite book you've read recently is. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!